Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft in the morning. So, I've made a mistake. The skeleton farm is done. Yep, it's all done. So let me explain what happened. I sat down and I recorded another episode where I built the second half of the farm, and I edited it, but I didn't render it yet. And then I went on to record some cranky craft, and while I was editing that, I accidentally deleted all of the footage that I had recorded of building the rest of the farm here. So, yeah, I didn't get to render it, and therefore I won't get to post it, but I'm going to try my best to explain what I did, how I did it, and why I did it, so at least you'll get to see all of that. So, this is the final result. These are all skeletons. My inventory is kind of full, but so this is how well it worked, pretty much. As you can see, it works quite well. So we're at 30 experience, 31 already. Who knows how many skeletons are here? I could probably be doing this all day. We're gonna need something to eat. Oop. Oh, I picked up a bow. So our inventory's full of bows now. But as you can see, it's very easy to kill them. They only take about one hit, and I can punch them with anything. A block of dirt, my fist. So, it won't wear out the durability of our weapons. There's a bunch of skeletons here, all stacked inside of each other. Yeah, I really need to clear these guys out, but I'm running out of food, so I don't really have any food. So we'll go back up and we'll see. All right, and I'll oh, it's nighttime, so we might have to run. But I'm gonna get some food, and we'll be right back. Ooh, I'll explain what I've done. I'm very sorry, everyone. I've never done this before. It was a complete accident. I'm pretty upset about it, actually. Oh, we're starting to take damage. Yeah, very disappointed with myself, and it happened in an instant. It was just gone. I hope nobody's upset. Like I said, I'll try and explain what I did, step by step. Okay, let's cook up some more potatoes. Why don't we? Actually, let's get some steaks going. Yeah, let's get some steaks. There we go. Let me put away some of my stuff. Got a whole inventory full of stuff. I have a bunch of bows now. I'll probably end up chucking the bows away eventually. Okay, that away, and let's see, some flesh, and I have a whole bunch of buckets, which I don't really need. Okay, stone, bunch of stone. Our stone chest is now full, so we'll have to figure out what to do with that. And see, gravel. Do I have gravel in here by accident? No. Okay. And I have some signs. Put those in there. The eggs can go in there. Ladders. Redstone. And there's a bow floating there. Alright, oh, actually I need a bow. I'll take this one. Alright, and I have a bunch of stone. I'll take some of the stone and put it in there for now. And we'll take some of this food. Alright, so let's go back. We might have to take a nap. Oh, no. It's daytime. Let me get some coffee. So, let's head back. Oh, we have a tunnel chicken now. One of these days, we're going to have to get some name tags for some of these guys. So here's our pumpkin farm, doing nicely. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, so right out here, you can see I've built a hatch. Okay. So let's go down into the spawner, and I'll show you what I did right from where we left off last time. Okay, so here's the water. Ooh. Okay. So alright, we're gonna have to light this place up a little bit. Oh, there's a zombie in here. Oh, look at that. Okay. Come on, light it up good. Alright. Hopefully that's lit up well enough. Okay, this is... Ooh. 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 Okay. One there. One there. Okay. Nope, it's not going through. There we go. So what's going on with this? Okay, so this is where we left off. Right? We had our infinite pool of water here. And we made our little water ladder, right? I explained how that works. So, okay. Skeletons spawn. They'll spawn in here. Now, this is a good sized area. It's a 9 by 9, so it ensures lots of room for these guys to spawn. And they'll spawn in midair and drop down into the water. And the water, as we have set it up, will flow down to here. The water flows 7 blocks, and then it'll fall. This is the 7th block here, or any of these. And then it will fall and continue another 7 blocks, and it all comes here and funnels everything that spawns in this room into here, right? And then the mobs, when they're in the water, they have a tendency to jump. So it's as if you're holding down the space bar. They just keep jumping. And they do that because in Minecraft, jumping is how you swim. You use the space bar to rise to the surface of the water. The plumbing in my house is making a lot of noise. Sorry about that if you can hear that. But anyway, so we have our sign here, and there, which is not allowing this block of water to flow anywhere. So it's just sitting there. And then we have a block of air, and then another block of water, and then another block of air. So if I hold down the space bar, I rise to the top of the water. But once I rise to the top of the water, I hit another block of water on the other side of the block of air. So I'm continuously going through water. But there's air in between, so I don't drown. So we can go all the way to the top of this. So the skeletons, being in the water, not wanting to sink into the water and drown, will hold down their jump button, which, oh, hello. There we go. He's gone. So, yeah, they'll hold down their jump button, which will make them rise to the surface here, and then this current is going to push them along, and it's going to push them along until they get to here. And this is just a regular grass block, and the sign is stopping the water from flowing into this block. Now, the reason for this is the skeletons, they like to jump when they're in water so that they rise to the surface, right? So if we had water here, and if we had water on the block that we're standing on, they would be jumping. And then when they go down this hole, they will have jumped down the hole sometimes, which means they'll fall from a slightly different height, which means that sometimes they may die on their own, sometimes they may survive, and depending on whether or not we want them to die automatically, or if we want to be able to kill them ourselves to get the experience, because you only get the experience from the mobs if you kill them yourself. If they die of other causes, you don't get the experience, you just get their loot. So, now the reason why we had to build this ladder up in order to drop them is because the mob spawner down there, the spawner block, it only spawns mobs when you're within a certain proximity. You have to be within a certain number of blocks to it in order for it to continue to spawn. So if we just had a drop right from where we funneled all the skeletons into here, right, down to the bottom of there, if that was the case, then we would be so far down into the ground that we would be too far away from the spawner and it wouldn't spawn the skeletons anymore while we were standing there in the kill room waiting for them. So we built this ladder to bring them up and then drop them, so that way basically when we're standing down there in the kill room waiting for them, they will be standing right on the other side of the wall of where the funnel is, so we'll be very close to the spawner. But we won't be too close. See, here's the trick. You saw the giant mass of skeletons that was that had accumulated when we logged in. And that's way more skeletons than the spawner is meant to produce. The spawner will only spawn so many skeletons and then it will stop. So it will detect how many skeletons are within a certain vicinity of it. And once it reaches the maximum number, it will stop spawning. So what we've done is we've taken the skeletons, we've risen them up, and then brought them over a number of blocks, which is about 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4 blocks. And then, well, 5 really. And then drop them down. So all the skeletons that are sitting there, they are just far enough from the spawner to not be counted towards the maximum. So this means that we are close enough to it for it to keep spawning, but the skeletons are far enough away from it to not count towards the maximum. So while we're standing down there, it will continue to spawn an infinite number of skeletons. So yeah, so the skeletons will jump through the water, they'll come up here, they'll still be jumping a little bit, they'll hit this block, they'll stop jumping, and then once the skeleton will stand here, and then once the next skeleton comes over, it'll push it off of this down the hole, and the hole will drop them 23 blocks. And then they'll have a very small amount of health left to where we can just punch them with anything, including a bare fist, and they will die, and we'll get the experience and any loot that they drop. Now let me go over to the kill room and explain the last few things. I'll explain the little redstone thing that we have hooked up. Okay. Ooh. I figured there'd be at least one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this thing spawning again. Ooh, hello. Oh, be nice. Alright, let's get out of here. Yep, it's all the torches. I'll go ahead and just dirt that up for now. And we'll dirt pillar our way back up. Ain't about over here, actually. Right next to our last one. So that's how that all works. And again, I'm very sorry that I lost the footage. Trust me, I was very upset, so I've learned my lesson. But because I had already edited the footage. I thought that I had already... what did I do? Oh, I thought that I had already... Why can't I close this hatch? Very weird. I thought that I had already rendered it, because that's normally what I do after I've edited. Okay, so the mobs will fall 23 blocks and end up here and be very easy to kill, like that. Now we're at 40 experience. That goes pretty quick. Now, there's a piston down here. I'll show you. This is our behind the scenes area. There's a piston holding up that block of gravel. Okay, now we don't have slimes, so I couldn't make a sticky piston. So I needed a block that would fall down when the piston is depressed. Not when it's sad, I mean when it comes down. So that's why we're using gravel. So that way we don't have to use a sticky piston, because we didn't have any slime balls. So that piston is being activated by the redstone, which comes up here and connects to this switch, that lever. So that's enough height for them to come down and be very, very damaged and be near death. But if we do this and lower the piston, the gravel sinks down, and now they just fall down and die. They take that final little bit of damage from the last block that they fall at 24 blocks. And they die. And I have this block here just so that if for some reason they don't die, I can always hide, and they can't walk out of the trap. They're stuck in there. And then I have this over here. So that's a hopper that feeds into this chest. So anything that they drop will fall either on the gravel block or into the hopper, and they'll come into the chest. And I have this half block here so that the item drops don't skip over the hopper and fall over here, and the hopper won't pick them up. So this way the hopper will pick up everything, most everything. And as a half block instead of a full block, so that we can still open the chest, because if we put a full block on top of the chest, it won't open. But it can open through a half block or a stair block or some of the other blocks, because they're considered transparent blocks in some respect. So this is the kill mode when the switch is up, which does this. And then this is the XP mode where I have to kill them. So this is like the automated mode. And we use this if I don't want to sit here and kill them. I just want to stand here and go AFK and do something else, but I still want to get some of the loot drops. Oh, that one came through. That's an anomaly. That doesn't normally happen. I might be able to fix that as well somehow. So we'll have to figure that out. But anyway, so let me go ahead and empty this out, and you can see that as they drop down, the chest fills up. Oh, there we go. See? Yeah, so it does work. So yeah, that's all of it. That's everything we did. And then we put in a ladder here and a hatch so we can get out. And we'll work on, making this place look better at a later date. So, but I'm pretty happy with this. I like this. This is nice. So now we can go and enchant a whole bunch of stuff. So hopefully we can go and get our fortune pickaxe and mine out all the diamonds that we've left behind in the mine shaft and then make more diamond tools and enchant those. And we have an unlimited supply of arrows and bones, and thus bone meals. And thus, with all that bone meal, we have an unlimited supply of food because we can grow crops really fast and trees really fast. So now we can, maybe, who knows, I'll find a way to make some sort of automated farm systems. Although I kind of like doing it the old-fashioned way, it seems more relaxing, I think. So, anyway, everyone, I'm sorry that you didn't get to see the building of this, but hopefully the way I've explained it, it all makes sense. And, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as you would have enjoyed watching me build it. So, I'm gonna be a little more careful with the way I handle my footage. And, yeah, hopefully that won't happen again. And again, I apologize. So everybody, I hope you've been having a good week so far. And, I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you next time. Bye.